of the Washington offense.
The result's not great thus far. A punt on the first drive and an interception last time out.
And let's face it, every team wants to come out on the field and play with some confidence, play with some tempo, play with some rhythm. And when you're making those types of mistakes, you're not getting any of that put together.
So what do you say, time to get back to the basics for them?
In a lot of ways, yes, but the biggest one, of course, is finding people who will take care of the football and make a few plays. You've got to have a drive now that calms down the entire team.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They go play action with Haskins. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
He was covered by Richard.
Here's Tressway now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
Washington.
Returning, it's Benjamin. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
A quick throw caught out wide by Bourne.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Second and 2.
13. Let's go, D. Mike, hey, gun. Drop deep.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman.
Garoppolo's pass.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
The tackle made.
So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on 2nd down, and that leads to a tough 3rd down call. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Garoppolo to his tight end, Kittle, for a Niner 1st down.
47-yard line.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
11.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Devin Coleman.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Hey, gun. 26 months. I got you. 21.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Able to haul it in is Kittle.
And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line.
34-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
12. Right there in the middle. 55.
There's Garoppolo to throw.
That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield.
That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimum.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Montez Sweat. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
I like what they tried to do there, tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a 1st down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And that is no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. From the gun, it's Haskins. Yeah, he'll find Hall. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the San Fran 20.
Complete.
It's a big play there for Washington on 3rd down. 42 yards.
1st down, Washington.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
And again this time to the tailback. And he stopped immediately there.
Antonio Gibson.
Defensively, Jimmy Ward in on the stop. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
At the
2nd down, Haskins. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Watch the whip. 36.
From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 7 yards there and a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
6-yard line.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
6-yard line.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Got the connection here to Bourne. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo flushed out right. Strong coverage by Washington, and now fourth down. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. Well, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
For San Francisco.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. Flush to his right. He's going to take. Haskins hit, and he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this from 39. The kick by Gold is good. So a couple of field goals, that's all we've been able to muster through 2 quarters of play. 6-0 is our count at the break. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. Taking it about the 1. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
But I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
And he's got it to make it now 13-0.
Makes the score Niners 13. Washington, nothing. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Haskins, space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll find McLaurin this time as that's complete. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
18 on the play. First down, Washington.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
For J.D. McKissick.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Throwing again. Haskins. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, instead of 4th down after the incompletion, it'll be 1st down, roughing the passer.
Coaches love their defenses to be aggressive, but they want them to be smart as well. Have to leave the quarterback alone at a certain point.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Again, it's Haskins. There goes a deep ball, end zone, and that is incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Haskins. And this one's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Haskins back to the air. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Niners will take over at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here's Garoppolo tossing quickly out wide. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Throw left side complete. It's Coleman.
Garoppolo's
that catch good for only a couple.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So now a fresh set of downs. First and 10 after roughing the passer.
65, 65. 10. Hey, gun. 55.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And this time they were waiting for him, as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It was Deron Payne who got in there to make the play. Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Here we go. 120. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Check. Crunch.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Montez Sweat picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Brings up 4th down.
So Garoppolo off. Coming on is the veteran Robbie Gould for the 49er field goal. This one from 48 yards away. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that's going to make this a 16-0 ball game. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're down a couple of scores, 16-0, as they start things out with a 1st and 10. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
He was tackled.
The pass rush specialist, D. Ford, in on the stop.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
On play action, Haskins. Got a man on the right sideline. That's Hall. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
A gain of 13.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Now Haskins on first down, eluding the pressure right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Daron Payne able to record his 5th sack of the season. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. And he's going to go down again.
Jimmy Garoppolo.
Montez Sweat giving him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And now Garoppolo lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Fortunately for him, that ball stayed close so that he could recover it on his own.
And you know the prayers that were going through his head as the ball escaped from him? How happy was he at the end of it when he found the football again, able to retain possession?
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Here's Haskins out of the gun. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
It's a gain of 9. brings up second and a young.
Looking to throw again on second down. Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards the pickup there.
23 yards.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. No, he almost had it.
Haskins.
Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. On 3rd down, Haskins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And now look at him go. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Kick off for San Francisco.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Roman on the return. Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
11 on the play.
Now Haskins to throw it. Flushed out right. And his throw is incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
The throw over the middle taken in. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and inches.
Haskins on 3rd down. Open man is Antonio Gandy Golden. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
Gandy Golden.
It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
And the Washington 1st down.
Play action. Haskins. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander.
2nd down.
Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. Steps away to his left. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Quan Alexander in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning.
3rd and long.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. From the gun, it's Haskins. And that is incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Dustin Hopkins now for the Washington field goal. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. Hopkins' kick is good. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So a special teams mistake on the field goal try leads to a new set of downs inside the red zone. Here's a handoff to Barber. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards.
9-yard line, 2nd and 6. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
They'll try and run here with Barber. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. They'll run with Barber. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. The 49ers now going to use the 1st of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it.
Warner. Haskins pass intercepted.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
33-yard line.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. So the victory here for San Francisco, and this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field, so you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for the Niners, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Washington, it's going to